Chapter 2 Amazing Animals Learning Objective 1. Habitats of various animals. 2. Body covering of different animals and birds. 3. The peculiar feeding habits. 4. Different means of breathing. 5. Moving habits of several creatures. Let me answer. What kind of fish is Nemo? What is the only animal that can't jump? Habitat of animals: forest, desert, polar regions, mountains, oceans, fresh water. Habitats and animals. The variety of animals on our planet is amazing. Animals are found almost everywhere, in hot places like deserts, in very cold places like polar regions, in deep oceans, on the mountain, and even in the air. Animals have some special body parts that are suited for the place they live in. Identify the place where each of these animals live. 1. Types of habitat. An area where a particular animal naturally lives is called its habitat. The animal's house provides it with air, water, food, and shelter. The home of an animal is within its habitat. For example, a lion's home is a den, and the forest is its habitat. Various animals need different conditions to live and have chosen different habitat for themselves. There are 5 main habitats on our planet: forests, desert, polar regions and mountains, snow, oceans and fresh waters, rivers, sails, ponds, etc. Let us study each of them in detail. Forest. A forest is a vast area that is covered with trees and plants. Forests provide shelter to a large variety of animals. Animals such as lion, tiger and bear live in caves. Many forest animals live on trees. Example, monkeys and birds. Several types of insects also live in the forest. Deserts. A desert is a dry, often sandy region that receives very little rainfall. Deserts are often very hot during the day and cold during the night. Animals that live in desert have special features to withstand the hot and dry climate. Many desert animals stay cool during the day by digging underground burrows. It is very hard to find water in desert. Many desert animals have thick skin to avoid water loss through sweating. Chemicals can live without water for a long time. Polar regions and mountains. The polar regions of Earth, Antarctica and Arctic, and high mountains are extremely cold regions and covered with snow. Animals that live in these regions have special features to withstand cold. For example, polar bears have thick fur. A layer of fat beneath this fur also helps in keeping them warm. Penguins, seal and walrus are found in polar regions. Oceans. The ocean is a large continuous body of salt water that covers 2/3 of the Earth's surface. It is the world's largest habitat. It is divided into the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean and the Southern Ocean. A large variety of fishes are found in the oceans. Whale, octopus and jellyfish are some other creatures found here. Fresh water. Rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. are examples of fresh water. Habitat besides oceans, fishes are also found in fresh water. Some animals live inside water, example fish and shrimp. Some animals can live both on land and in water, example frog and salamander. Such animals are called amphibians. 2. Body coverings. Several types of animal have various body coverings. An animal's body covering helps it to live in a particular habitat. Body covering to some animals are shown below. Let us find out more about the different type of body coverings. Scales. Fishes are covered with a layer of flexible and overlapping scales. Bodies of reptile, example snake, crocodile and lizard, too are covered with scales. Most reptiles have horny scales that prevent water loss from their bodies. Snakes also shed their skin periodically, which is replaced by a new one. Shell. Animals such as snail, tortoise and turtle are protected by a shell. When these animals find danger, they withdraw their head and feet into the shell. Turtle shell can be very tough. Feathers. Birds are covered with feathers. Feathers help them in flight. They also protect birds from rain and cold. Fur or wool. Animals such as sheep, bear and human beings are called mammals. However, unlike human beings, sheep and bear do not wear clothes. Sheep and bear have special body coverings like wool and fur respectively that protect from the rain and cold. While fish scales are protective, they do not hinder movement. Probably this is what inspired the ancient Romans to design their armor like fish scales. This type of armor is known as scale mail. The armadillo's body is covered with armor-like plates that protect it from enemies. Feathers of some bird are very brightly colored. Peacock, the national bird of India, has beautifully feathers with metallic shades of bronze, blue, green and gold. 3. Feeding habits. Animals do not need to shop for food like we do, but if they did, what do you think different animals would buy? See for yourself and what are animal friendly are buying in the following picture. Did you notice that different animals are buying different food? What is that? Well, this is because different animals have different feeding habits. That is, different animals eat different types of foods based on their feeding habits. Animal can be herbivorous, carnivorous or omnivorous. Herbivorous animals or herbivores are those animals that eat only plant. Herbivores such as rabbit and squirrel are called rodents. They have a pair of sharp front teeth in each jaw. Deer and goat have white teeth which help them in pulling off grass from the ground. The giraffe's long neck enables it to eat food that is beyond the reach of most herbivores. Carnivorous animals or carnivores are those animals that only eat the flesh of other animals. Lions, tigers and wolves
Other animals and eat their flesh.
A frog catches insects using its longest stick tongue and a snake gulps down a frog. Spider trap insects in their webs. Omnivorous animal or omnivores are those animals that eat both plants and animals. 4. Breathing. Different animals have different organs for breathing. Some animals breathe through a nose. Human beings and sheep are the example of such animal. From the nose, air is carried to the special organ called lungs. Frog and earthworm are the example of animal that breathe through their moist skin. Frog also breathe through lungs when on land. Fish breathe with the help of special organ called gills. Insects breathe with the help of a series of tiny holes along the side of their bodies. These holes are called spiracles. 5. Movement. Different types of animal have different organs for movement. Animals like dogs and cats move with the help of their legs. Birds fly with the help of their wings. They also have 2 legs for hopping and moving about. Most snakes move with the help of scales on the underside of their body. Frogs hop around using their strong back legs. Their webbed feet help them in swimming. Fish, dolphins and whales swim with the help of their fins. Penguins and seals have flippers which help them in swimming. Facts to know: a box turtle shell can support a weight 200 times greater than the weight of the turtle. Ever heard of a fish that could fly? The flying fish is able to leap through the air for a long distance. It does not have wings like birds. It flies with the help of 2 wings like fins attached to either side of its body. Killer whales sometimes can be found peeping out water surface as if spying on someone. Nobody is quite sure why they do that. Scientists call this a strange behavior. Some animals and birds move from one region to another in response to climatic migration. Arctic terns fly over 35,000 kilometers during their annual migration. This is thought to be the longest migration among birds. Let's recall. 1. There are 5 main habitats on our planet: forests, desert, polar regions and mountains, oceans and fresh water. 2. Scales, shell, feathers and fur are the main type of body covering in animals. 3. Animals can be herbivores, carnivores and omnivores based on their feeding habits. 4. Nose, skin, gills and spiracles are the main type of breathing organs in animals. 5. Animals move with the help of legs, wings, scales, fins, flippers, etc. Word power. Flexible, that can be bent or moved easily. Migration, to change the place from one part of the world to another part at the same time every year. Overlapping, part of one covering part of other. Shelter, a safe place. Withstand, to be too strong to be. Train your brain. Cross curriculum connect. 1. Answer the following question in short. A. Define the following in one line. 1 fur, 2 fins, 3 scales, 4 gills, 5 lungs. 2. Fill in the blanks. A. Many desert animals stay cool during the day by dash. B. Dash are the animals that can live both on land and in water. C. The body of dash is covered with scales. D. Most snakes move with the help of dash. 3. Answer the following questions. A. What is a habitat? What does a habitat provide an animal with? B. Name the 5 main habitats on earth. C. What is a desert? How do an animal living in a desert withstand the hot climate? D. How do polar bears withstand the cold of their habitat? E. What are the amphibians? Give 2 examples. F. Write short notes on the following. 1. Scales. 2. Shells. 3. Fur or wool. 4. Feathers. G. What is the difference between herbivores and carnivores? H. How do the following animals move? 1. Birds. 2. Snakes. 3. Frogs. 4. Dolphins. 5. Penguins. 4. Tick the right and cross the wrong statements. A. The fish breathes with the help of gills. B. The natural habitat of rabbit is a hole. C. The snake moves with the help of fins. D. An animal's habitat provides it with food only. F. A bear's body has scales on it. 5. Multiple choice questions. A. Which animals move with the help of scales? 1. Fish. 2. Tortoise. 3. Snake. 4. Crocodile. B. Then is the home for which animals? 1. Cow. 2. Lion. 3. Rabbit. 4. Dog. C. Which of the following has scales on its body? 1. Fish. 2. Fins. 3. Wool. 4. Fur. D. Who is the ship of desert? 1. Monkey. 2. Bear. 3. Reindeer. 4. Camel. E. The seasonal movement of some birds and animal is called dash. 1. Transfer. 2. Movement. 3. Migration. 4. Rotation. 6. Give one word for each one of the following. A. Herbivores such as rabbit and squirrel are called. B. Insects breathe with the help of a series of tiny holes along the sides of their body, which are called. 7. Match the column. Column A. A frog. B. Carnivorous. C. Man. D. Spider. E. Herbivores. Column B. 1. Breathing through nose. 2. Breathing through skin. 3. Plant eaters. 4. Flesh eaters. 5. Traps insects in its web. Activity time. Go and visit to a nearby zoo with your parents. Record in the information on any 5 animals in the format given below. 1. A snap or drawing of the animal. 2. Name of the animal. 3. What does the animal look like? 4. What is the animal's natural habitat? 5. What kind of body covering does the animal has? Horns. 1. Most of the birds fly in V-shaped formation. What do you think could be the reason behind this? 2. A red cloth waved in form of a bull make it angry, but in actual cloth of any color, say black or blue, can make the bull angry in the same way. Do you know why? Project time. 1. Make a chart on different animals and their body coverings. 2. Make a chart on the different types of habitats of animals. 3. Make a chart on different organs of movement in animal. Collect the pictures and paste them.